Hey, my name is Kat. This is Cat's Eye Oracle. I'm a psychic medium. I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards right now to get a pulse on the collective energy. I'm going to call in spirit, holy angels, benevolent guides, and benevolent ancestors to go ahead and assist us with this reading at this time. I'd love to get a pulse on what is going on in the collective at this time. What does the collective need to hear most at this time? I ask that my ego please be a silent observer in this situation so that I can pass along messages directly from spirit without the filter of my personal bias. So let's go ahead and pull some cards here. You have closed a cycle. I love that for you. You're being asked to go into hermit mode and stop planning so much. You may not know it's coming, but Spirit's got you. You may have gone through some situations recently. Yeah, there's like this new opportunity, but it was like sabotaged. I don't think this was you. I think this was external to you. There's some sort of loss. Or like, and there's an energy of lack. Like maybe you felt like there was going to be a new opportunity and it was sabotaged, and now you feel like you're in a state of lack. Yeah, you were supposed to start over and move forward, like move into the next phase of your life. It's not time for that yet, unfortunately. But there's going to be some sort of major collaboration. I'm hearing partnership. I'm seeing the Three of Pentacles, but I'm hearing partnership. Yeah, you're being given. Yeah, so I'm seeing this Ace of Pentacles. This was sabotage, right? I'm seeing this Three of Pentacles. And I'm hearing partnership. And then there's Spirit giving you all the damn pentacles. Because you closed the cycle. Because you got out of this situation. You got out of your head. Maybe this was really, really hard situation for you. You didn't defend yourself. You just kept showing up. And Spirit said, stop planning so much. Stop expecting. Like the universe isn't on a budget, but it, like energy doesn't respond to lack. Like if your energy is putting out a signal to the universe that I'm in a state of lack, I'm insecure about what I don't have, I'm insecure about whatever opportunity I lost. It's kind of manifestation, right? Like if you feel like the opportunity is yours, if you're like, if you flow, if you're sorry, I'm getting like multiple messages as I'm trying to explain this, but basically if you're in flow state and you feel like the opportunity is yours, it's going to come to you, right? But if you're coming from a state of lack and your energy is, I was supposed to move forward, I feel like this could be a love situation. I was supposed to move forward. Maybe this was a betrayal, or like I'm hearing like a friend betrayed you. Ooh, I'm hearing like frenemies as I'm looking at the Knight of Wands reversed and the Seven of Swords. Like this was someone that really messed you up. You didn't know that this, like you did not see this coming. This was like out of left field, but I feel like this was some sort of attachment. I'm hearing like a karmic cycle, like a karmic that you've entertained for far too long. Like far too long. you weren't working on ending it, like ending communication. Like there was a line of communication that needed to be severed and you just weren't working on it. You weren't seeing this person for who they are. I'm hearing there were a lot of red flags. There were a lot of situations that presented themselves that and you chose to ignore, but you closed it. I mean, you are being asked to go into hermit mode. Hearing like reflect on what it is that you really want from your friendships, from your partnerships, from your work situation. You alchemized and transformed this situation. You transformed this situation. Hearing it took a long time because this person messed you up. Maybe this was like a friend from childhood or a hearing Bad News Bears. Is that a kid's movie? This person wasn't putting into you equally. There was not equal give and take. You were giving and giving and giving and giving to this person out of like a misguided sense of loyalty is what I heard. But like also you were overfilling their cup while they just kept taking and taking and taking. I'm hearing there were a couple situations where like this person's real character was revealed to you and you kind of paused and you were like, that's not right, or that's not how a friend would act, or that's not okay with me. That crosses a boundary of mine. Yeah, you delayed this tower. This person, like there's a lot of emotional immaturity here. But also like I'm getting this person took what you were offering and they just dumped your cup out. Like they just kept taking and dumping your cup out. Like they were just they weren't a friend to you. But Spirit's really happy. There's a rest period. There's a reflection that needs to take place about this situation. I'm hearing you're gonna be gifted. You're gonna be gifted. I don't like gifted a lot or receiving gifts of some kind. I'm also being told to tell you to pay attention to nuggets from the universe. Like the universe gives you little things, and I feel like you pay attention. I feel like you're the kind of person that pays attention to nuggets from the universe. Trademark. Nuggets from the universe. I'm also hearing your ancestors are here and they're watching over you. You may be highly protected. I'm hearing especially at this time because you're being asked to go into hermit mode. Really examine the kinds of people that you want in your life. Pay attention to red flags. I feel like hindsight is 2020. Like I said, there were a couple situations where you recognized it. You were like, this is not okay. But hindsight is 2020. I think when you really realize that this person treated you some type of way several times, like you can kind of see it now as you're looking back, now that you've closed the cycle, now that you've accomplished, like closing. A lot of people have closed karmic cycles lately. It's a big theme as we usher in the year of the fire horse. I'm also seeing this moon here in this Eight of Cups reversed. This is also a time when a lot of karmic energy, I'm hearing karmic forces, when a lot of karmic energies are trying to come back. I'm hearing like they're realizing their wrongs. They want back in your energy. They want back in your good graces, is what I heard. Just make sure you're giving energy to the right people. You're giving your time and your love and your energy to the people that are going to defend you, to the people that are going to fight and be a good friend and make good decisions and do the right thing. But there's a reflection period. This may have been a betrayal. This may have been a love situation. There's a lot of love situations coming to an end, I feel. But this person's not soul family to you. Like, this person is very karmic. Just took a long time for you to see that. I also am hearing, like, beware of getting into a cycle of bad thoughts, or like, I should have known, or like, I'm hearing like chastising yourself. That's not productive energy. It's not productive to dwell on things that can't be changed or situations that can't be reversed. Like, really examine where you're putting your energy is my suggestion and my advice. And congratulate yourself, because what an achievement. Every time we close a karmic cycle, like, huge, big deal. Go out and celebrate. I'm hearing have a drink. I don't drink personally, but I'm hearing go have a drink. Like, go, celebrate with family and like just be happy. There's nothing you could have done differently. Part of the reason that we're here is to learn from situations like this, and not, I've also been talking a lot to different people, clients, about examining where you're putting your energy. Sorry, I was getting like multiple downloads. Examining where you're putting your energy. You're especially with certain people. There are family patterns a lot of times that people are used to, or they're used to being treated a certain way by their family. They're used to being neglected or treated poorly, or whatever it may be, whatever your family wounds, traumas are, or however you were treated in childhood. And that's not to say that everyone had a poor childhood. That's just to say that, like, everyone has family patterns, right? So just examining, like, how your friends are treating you, how your partner is treating you, how, and is this how I really want to be treated? Is this how I would like to be treated? Or is this just a family pattern that is comfortable for me, that I'm used to? A lot of people get used to chaos, used to dysregulation, used to toxic patterns, and they don't examine or think about how they would really like to be treated, how they would, how a really good friend would look. And I think it's worth at least taking a look at and thinking about, because a lot of times we get stuck in those patterns and in those ruts, but it sounds like you did not. Congratulations. You're awesome. And yeah, I think that's a good place to end it.